What does it say about your managerial skills if your own muscle roughs up your ostensible partner?
I had no idea this was gonna happen.
Look, when you loan out goons, shouldn't you at least know what they're being loaned out to do?
You're damn right. I should have asked more questions.
Why didn't you?
It was seemingly innocuous at the time, Ethan. It was a friend of a friend type situation. You know how I do work for the Trujillos. And they were commissioned by some guy in Europe that calls himself the Vulcan.
And he was calling the shots?
Again, it never occurred to me that it would end up on you.
Well, technically they were after information about my father.
Luke, why?
He's not back in town 5 minutes and he's getting me beat to a pulp.
Well, you're gonna have to take that up with him. My organization is out of it. I have no idea who this Balkan Joker is, and frankly, I don't care to find out. I'm just sorry that you got mixed up in it.
No. A little hazard pay should square things.
That could happen.
Come on, Nicholas, you have a great life. A great life, and you're just throwing it away because you're drowning in your past. Emily was wonderful, and we all miss her. We all loved her, but it is time to let her go. Hey, Boy Scout.
What?
You having some trouble there?
It doesn't usually take this long.
Of course not, because you always have somebody else who sets it up, and all you have to do is strike the match. Do you want some help? You want me to try? Come on.
Sure, have at it.
Move it. Thank you.
Built a lot of fires out in Bensonhurst.
Ah, well, you know what? Actually, we do. We have a lot of block parties, and my grandfather, Carmine, taught me how to build a fire in a trash can. True story. No, it was really cool because we have the trash cans, you know, off to the side. You do the hot dogs and marshmallows there. The real grills, those are in the center, and that's where, you know, you cook the real food.
You know, the only thing I don't regret about the whole debacle I went through is Aiden. You know, he brought me closer to Spencer. That's a good thing. And I think it's good that the two of them have each other. You know.
Right.
Yeah, it's very different from the way I was raised. I spent almost no time in the company of other kids.
Well, now you have two.
Yes, I do. I sure hope that Spencer and Aiden never fail each other like I failed Lucky.
Like you failed Lucky. Wow. You sure have a talent for looking at the dark side of things, don't you?
What can I say? I'm a Cassadine.
Okay. Got marshmallows, mister?
Very nice.
So, what'd you think about Robin's announcement?
Well, did Lisa really drug her?
She swears she didn't. Robin swears she did. You've known Robin a lot longer than I have. What's your take?
Robin's not perfect, but she's a good person. I can't see her lying about it, no matter how much she just hates Lisa.
No, it's just that none of Robin's allegations against Lisa have been proven. Yes, Lisa was in the cabin with Robin, and she didn't disclose it, but that's not a crime.
Okay, but what about drugging Robin?
There's no proof. And there's no proof that Lisa brought Robin to the cabin. No one knows how she got there.
Do you think maybe she just showed up on her own and blocked it out or lied?
I don't know what to think. But I'm the chief of staff at this hospital, and it's my job to get everyone settled and back to work, so wish me luck.
Good luck.
Hey.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
Good. It's good to have you back.
Thanks.
There seems to be a little confusion about your status here, and I just want to get everything clear. Your suspension was lifted as soon as Dr. Niles had a breakdown and was admitted to Shady Brook.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. If you need some time off, I can arrange for a leave of absence.
I wouldn't have come back to work if I wasn't ready to treat patients.
Okay, then I'll leave you to it.
Here are these labs that you were yelling about earlier today.
Thank you.
And this one, whatever she's got to say, you don't have the time.
I'm sorry, Epiphany. I will keep it brief. Spinelli's in trouble, and Matt is the only one who can help me.
Hey, do you have the final recommendation on that patient?
Yeah, I put it on her chart near her room.
All right. Do you think you could tell me so I didn't have to walk back downstairs?
Is that an excuse just to talk to me, or is it a real question? Because I would like as little contact with you as possible.
Falconeri is an extremely capable investigator. Yes, his reputation is on the line, and he wants to prove he can be a worker. This is
Whoever you're on the phone with, you need to tell him that you have something else to deal with.
I have something to handle. I'll call you back.
Okay. And how do you plan on handling me? By threatening Michael because Sonny dumped you? Or are you going to somehow tell me that you're upholding the law by persecuting an 18-year-old kid because you were made a fool of? Hey, you're not the first woman Sonny changed his mind about. There's been many, so take a number and get in line. But don't threaten my kid or I will burn your life to the ground.
I canceled the shoot in Paris. Cartulo was surprisingly understanding.
So you talked to Jason about everything now? You guys are best friends? I mean, I understand security stuff. But really? You told Jason of all people?
And this is where I say, I told Jason what?
You know what? You know what? I basically sat there and admitted to you. I basically sat there and poured my heart out to you and told you that I still love Sonny. I went over to his house to tell him that I still wanted to be with him.
Yes, I told Jason. I'm concerned about you, Brenda. From everything you've told me, Sonny is not a positive influence, and you can't be linked with organized crime.
You don't need to worry about that because we're not going to be together, ever.
Oh, well, that's a surprise. I didn't take him for such a self-sacrificing kind of guy.
What makes you think he made the decision?
Because I told him to.
Michael's okay. Claire's not going to be going after him again.
No, I'm glad you showed up when you did.
Yeah, me too. I don't think Claire wanted to bluff any longer because she already feels guilty about what happened to Michael. I don't think she wanted to make it any worse.
She seemed pretty determined to me.
Well, you know how women are when she hurt their feelings. She put herself on the line for me, and I broke it off. She wanted to get back at me. It probably wasn't the best way to handle things, but who am I to judge? At least she admitted she was wrong and backed off.
Yeah, but she's still in a position to cause us a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I know. Probably wasn't the smartest thing for me to, get together with her, but there's something about her, And then Brenda drops from the sky.
Yeah, Brenda didn't want to come back to Port Charles.
But you brought her anyway.
Well, I have a better chance of fighting the Balkan here.
Well, no, hey, I'm glad you brought her, and I'm glad she's back. But, I want to try it again, but she's scared. I'm scared. I don't know if I want to get into all that again. Part of me wants to stop it right now before anybody gets hurt here.
That's good. That's what Brenda wants too. She asked me to tell you to stay away from her.
Spinelli is different. Yeah, but he's certainly not stupid.
He's an innocent. He has a pure heart. She's taking advantage of him.
Is there any chance that you're projecting your own guilt here?
I don't feel guilty. I'm freaking out because Spinelli thinks he's in love with Brenda, and I don't know how to protect him.
Okay, all right. Well, maybe it's time for you to decide if you can allow Spinelli to live his own life. Or you live yours.
Cameron is so good with Aiden. Jake, he's not so thrilled, huh?
Did you work out visitation with Nicholas?
Yes. One night a week so far. Nicholas has been really great and generous and kind but sometimes I just can't help it at night when I'm rocking Aiden. I look down at his little face and I can't help but wish
that like he was his father.
Dr. Brown, call 6. If you wanted distance, then why are you here?
I work here.
Yeah, but you're supposed to be on a leave of absence. That's why I had the file delivered to Mac's house.
I am ready to come back to work. That doesn't mean I'm ready to come back to you.
I didn't assume that, Robin.
I just would appreciate it if you keep a little distance, please.
fun. Did anyone miss me? Why don't we skip the pyrotechnics and cut to the chase? Michael is in no danger.
And why should I believe you? You told him you were sending him back to prison.
It won't happen.
You bet your ass it won't happen. If you go near my kid, or if you write Michael's name down on a piece of paper, I will have Jax destroy your career.
All right, but don't push me. It's counterproductive. Michael is in no danger of having his parole revoked. For now.
For now?
Yes. You know, Michael has violated his parole twice that I know of. A few months ago, he was visiting with Sonny, and then this morning, he's in Sonny's office where he would reasonably expect to find Sonny.
Jason co-owns the building. It's also Jason's office. Michael was there to look for Jason.
That's a convenient excuse.
Oh, I see. There's no way that you could have walked in there and jumped to the wrong conclusion and you just won't admit it. There's no way in hell you could be wrong.
I never would have turned Michael in. I wanted to coerce Jason into getting evidence against Sonny. But you're half right. Sonny said my problem was with him. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go after Sonny.
Good. Go after Sonny. Threaten any of my kids again, and it'll be the last mistake you ever make.
See, the whole way back from Rome, Brenda kept asking me to promise I wouldn't let her go back to you. And I know that's not even my job, but what I got from it was that she is still pretty messed up over you and she doesn't trust herself right now to be around you.
Well, that goes both ways. I mean, I know you don't know this, but I took Claire to the island and I had the greatest time. She's interesting, she's smart, and she's a lot of fun when she puts her guards down. And then when I came back, there's Brenda in my house. And it just feels like, you know, like I'm opening a door to a room where all my feelings are. When the door's closed, I can get on with my life, good or bad. That's what I was doing with Claire, enjoying her, having a great time. But when the door's open, it's all about Brenda. There's something there between us, right? And when I saw her, I said, you know, I'm not going to play games this time. So I told her, I was honest with her, and I said, look, I want to be with you. We can do it again. Let's take that chance.
Brenda doesn't agree.
She's just, look, that's what she says, but that's not what she means. That's why she keeps showing up, because she wants me to say things that are going to convince her that we can't take that chance again.
She's in for the night. See you tomorrow. Miss Barrett. Miss Barrett. You okay? Can you hear me?
What are you doing in here?
Why? I thought you needed me.
Well, it's obvious something else is going on with you. You want to tell me about it?
Sonny and I really have to stay away from each other. So Jason went to go talk to him about it.
Okay. And, what caused this abrupt change of heart?
It's just too many things have happened.